Hi everyone, it's Mary Jo from Enchantress Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. I'm checking in, it's been a while. I figure with all this intense energy we're feeling and the ecliptic, I'm recording on the eclipse date, July 5th, 2020, here in the eastern part of the United States. So I'm here to do your reading, Aries, for the month of July. And I'm using the Gilded Tarot deck. I love this deck. And like I said, it's been a while since we used this and checked it. So let's see what we have. The first card I pulled here was the Knight of Cups. Alright, so the Knight of Cups, well, all knights take on action. So the Knight of Cups would be invitations to love. Socializing. It could be pleasant evenings with friends and loved ones. This could be a new love. Now, if it's a person, this would represent, usually it's a male, but it could be a female also. This could be someone 18 to 35, 40 for me with the range, and it would be our Cancerian, Cancer, or Scorpio, or Pisces energy. Now, if they're not that in the sun sign, it could be their ascendant sign also. So this could be for some of you, you're taking action in your relationships. Somebody new comes into your life, you know, you've had everything on hold for a while, and this is about you going forward with this person. This is a nice, comfortable, loving energy. This isn't something that is quick, fleeting. This is something that's going to be lasting. They're offering you something here that is of love. All right. So for some of you, if you're in a relationship with someone that's been rocky, this could be even a healing for you and this person, that you're restoring it, and there's somewhat of a victory here as the cup is held up and that things are being sparked again between the two of you. Now also for some people, as I look at this card, this could be release of a lot of negative energy, emotions that you've been feeling. Especially the horse is a black horse and it's covered in this beautiful yellowish gold cloak. So that's a lot of negativity that you were feeling. And this is definitely emotions because it's a water sign and the cups are water. And that's emotions in the tarot. And it could be you're becoming more empowered. The yellow cloak would cover that sacral part of your body, which is your empowerment. So I feel like that negativity that's been deep within you, that darkness, which we all have, right? We have shadow and light, Aries, that you've come to terms with it and you've embraced it for what it is. And it's about finding a balance for it and know it's part of who you are and you're feeling empowered again. And this knight is going forward in this deck, like they're ready to ride. The horse is reared up. So I really feel like you are on the precipice of taking action with something in your life that's emotionally driven for you. And maybe you haven't felt this inspiration in quite a while. So for an Aries, that is like being stifled. And you want to generate change. You're a pioneer. So this is saying, I'm ready to move forward now. I feel it. I feel the urge. I feel the passion, the inspiration, the drive for whatever's going on in your life. And it could be even for what's happening in our life. You're returning to the world or whatever it is that you feel you can make of it. Remember, it's what you feel, okay? But you're feeling empowered from it. Everything that's going on now is a catalyst for change for the collective, all right? As a personal note, it would be for you cathartic. All right, so it's something that you're learning and growing from. So the next card that I pull is the Seven of Swords. So now when we look at the Seven of Swords, we know we feel like you got robbed. Either you to someone else or someone to you. The swords are your thoughts and your words. It's air, right? But with the Seven of Swords, this card does indicate some theft or wrongdoing. And everyone sees it for what it is. It was done out in the open. So there's no hiding it and no telltale stories of no, it wasn't me. But it's just that you feel you got cheated or robbed. Okay? Now for some of you, it could be in the last number of months you felt you got cheated or robbed of your life. This is a general statement, right? But also like you might feel like the things that you had going, all the coals on the fire, you know, that you were ready to go forward with was just shut down for you. And you didn't have the ability to go forward because of what was happening. So with this, I see this man holding the swords, and he's walking through the gate. He's leaving 2 behind. I really feel like you're thinking about my next step, my next move. Now, for some of you, if it's relating to this individual, you're ready to take the next step and break free of the prison you were in and go forward. And all of your swords represent your thoughts, words that were negative. Fear, worry, doubt, gossip, suspicion, anxiety, you know those things. Here, this is about emotions going forward, and hearing your thoughts, you're ready to also go forward. And you're leaving behind the negative. And we talked about that in this card too, the negativity with the black horse, because that's protection, the color black, and negativity is thwarted. So I really feel like wherever you felt like you got robbed from, you're going forward now and you're feeling stronger. And this could have gone back to February 9th to the 18th, because that is what the 7 of Swords is, Moon in Aquarius. But leaving it behind is important, especially with the ecliptic energy that we're having now in Capricorn. With this eclipse that we had, we want to always, things eclipse from our lives, but we want to leave behind what doesn't serve our highest purpose, okay, Aries? And it's about you being stronger for it. And it's not even about you getting into an argument or lashing out about this to anyone, because like I said, like the world as a collective sees what's going on. We see it. Most people who are awake and aware. So it's obvious. There are some people that it's not so obvious, and things in life happen to us. So whatever's been going on with you, everybody sees what was done to you, and you're walking away from this with a lot of wisdom, okay? Clear-headed too. So your next card is the Nine of Pentacles. Now this would be our Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn energy, male or female. When I look at the Nine of Pentacles, because this is a self-made person, okay? They've done it for themselves. Usually they're a single person. They're on their own. And they've provided for themselves everything. This is about all of life's bells and whistles. She's very good at manifesting. You see how she's connecting telepathically with the hooded falcon there? And the blue always indicates to me knowledge. She's acquired a lot of knowledge. The morning glory's in purple, so that's opening to the freshness of the day, right? Sharp, clear, aware, and psychic ability. So this person's highly intuitive. The butterfly is indicative of a freedom and the beginnings of a new life. So for some people, it's about getting out on your own, or if you ended a relationship, you're stronger for it, and nobody did it for you. You've done it for yourself. There is a comfort around you. And the 9 would indicate an end of some cycle. So maybe something is coming to an end, because we know the eclipses go out 9 months. Although this reading is for July, it could be the beginnings of it, and you're starting to feel a letting go of something. But it could even be out to September, the 2nd to 11th, because that's what this card is, Venus in Virgo. So Venus in Virgo is not very comfortable, you know. Venus likes to have fun and enjoy themselves, all about pleasure. And Virgo, although they like to do that, they're very analytical and a little bit stoic and reserved. So this card would be, for some of you, ending something in love that, you know, maybe you put it off all this time, but you saw the writings on the wall and you're stronger for it and you're okay. You're not worried about it. Now, it won't make sense for everybody, but for some of you, this is about you standing on your own 2 feet without the help of anybody else, and wiser from the experience because you have grown from this experience. And the important thing is that this card is indicating that whatever was in the past you've let go of, and you're focused now on manifesting all that you want in your life, because you deserve everything. You are an amazing individual that deserves all the best in life and every blessing. So it would be a new beginning for you. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else. And for others of you, if it's health situation and finances, I feel like you've got a handle on this now. Things are starting to come in, and where it might have been trickling slowly, there seems like more of an outpouring of finances for you. Something is coming, like you're feeling more secure. And like I said, this could go out even into September for you. September, what did I say, 2nd to 11th. Interesting. So you have water, air, earth, and now another air card. Now with the Six of Swords, I'm going to tell you, I like this. You know, usually there's a progression. This you would say, well, it's going back. It's a regression. But the 7 in this deck would talk about a wrongdoing or something that affected you mentally that was negative. With this, the Six of Swords is saying, go with the flow, Aries. All right, the Six of Swords talks to us about everything that we've just experienced in the most immediate past was a learning curve, something we had to go through and have this experience, because if we didn't, we wouldn't be prepared for where we are going. So where you might have had all this negativity, fear, and doubt, like we were talking, and suspicion, that would have sunk your own ship, you're wiser from it. Again, she's cloaked in blue. It's on this full moon, and I'm recording for the full moon lunar eclipse in Capricorn, and she's on board. Like, you're on board, Aries. You're on board, you know, with all the stuff that's been going on in your life. Now, in retrospect, because we are in all this retrograde energy, in retrospect, you're seeing it and saying, oh, you know, you're having your aha moment. So you're ready to go forward here. And like I said, going with the flow. You have calm waters ahead of you. Things will be, they're saying slow and steady, but I don't think it's going to be slow in the way like an earthly slow, because air is usually swift and cleansing. And let me just see what's on here. This looks like a frog or a toad. So let's just say, out of this muck and mire, things are going to start hopping along for you. And remembering that the frog or the toad is adaptable to its surroundings. So will you be adaptable to what's going on in your life, and knowing that everything that has happened was a growth curve for you, Aries, to take with you. And with the full moon, it's a release. So you're releasing a lot of the stress and worry and doubt and fear that you've been experiencing. Like I said, these are cathartic things that are happening in our lives, and courageous is a soul that's being here for this time, because look at the mass exodus of people, right? And I talked about that years ago in some of my recordings. This would be coming. So we want to be here for this growth and change. Our soul longs for it. Your soul longs for it. And Aries is about change. Okay? The impetus of change, the passion, the drive, inspiration. Okay? So this is going to be a very inspiring month for you, that you have realizations, you have epiphanies, and you are ready to make changes, fearless changes. And like throwing caution to the wind, you're saying, you know what? I've just been through it, and I'm going to go for it. And it will be successful for you. Just believe in yourself, Aries. I do. So thanks, everybody, for watching and subscribing. If you haven't, please do so. I appreciate it. I hope you guys have a wonderful month and it's safe. And I'll see you all next month. I wish you the best.